What's up, basketball fans? Welcome to Redunculous. In this video, we're going to show you the highs, the lows, razzle-dazzle, and more. These are the 15 most historical moments of LeBron James' NBA career. Man, the king didn't become a king in a day, and his popularity did not happen overnight either. Expectations from him were always high, and almost the entire sports community had been waiting for this man to come into the league since high school. So let's jump right in. Here's number 15. The Sports Illustrated cover that predicted the king would make his mark in history. Hey, Sports Illustrated, whose idea was that, man? Whoever it was, give that guy a bonus, huh? Now, wait a minute. The kid was only 18 when this happened, and expectations were to the moon for young LeBron. I mean, geez, when I was 18, I was just happy when I got a passing grade on a college research paper. Anyway, I may not be a good example. Let's get back to our topic. With all these pre-draft expectations, my man LeBron was selected number 1 in the NBA draft. And that was just the first of LeBron's most historic events in his NBA career. After this draft, the rest is history, guys. The kid from Akron was taken to turn around his city's franchise. Knowing how to carry all the great expectations, LeBron left his mark on the league even in his very first season. Speaking of first seasons, let's move on to number 14. The chosen one averaged 20.9 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists per game in his rookie year, and was the first rookie since MJ to average at least 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. And as a rookie, he was already called King James, and people were predicting multiple All-Stars, MVPs, and Hall of Fame. People were starting to compare an 18-year-old boy to guys like MJ, Magic, and Kareem. Fortunately, the adolescent LeBron passed the first milestone. He won the Rookie of the Year award. By the way, some can argue that LeBron's popularity came as a result of the infamous commissioner David Stern's efforts to establish a brand new image following Michael Jordan's retirement. Well, we'll just leave it at that. Crossing over to number 13. This man did so many things with the Cavs that it's one of the highlights in his NBA career notebook. But many of us will never forget what LeBron did in the Toronto series in 2018, right? LeBron almost conquered Canada and changed the name of the city to Lebronto. The situation is even more tragic for Toronto Raptors fans, because the Toronto Raptors had the best record in the Eastern Conference during the 2017-18 NBA season, and they were looking to finally end their struggles against LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the postseason. However, Cleveland completed the sweep at home, and James scorched the Raptors, averaging 34 points, 8 rebounds, and 11 assists, and made 55% of his field goals in the series. 55% field goals? That's insane. But wait. Hey, Drake, you didn't say anything to my man before or during the game, did you? Alright, maybe we won't put it on Drake. This is something Bron has done throughout his career. Ain't that right, Paul Pierce? Oh no, Celtics fans, don't turn off the video. Don't turn it off. But this wouldn't be a good video if I did not remind you of the Kings' performance in the 6th game of the series in 2012. You guys remember? Then it's time to show the photo. Let's take a look in number 12. This story is like this, guys. Being down 3-2 in the series and playing against their old foe on the road, many expected James to crumble. And look at this Boston squad. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Rajon Rondo. Jeez, the pressure was immense. But on the other side, a king determined to wear the league crown. A king who had to deal with his kingdom being conquered just a year earlier. A king who would not let it happen again. It's not the kind of competitor I would like to see in front of me. Well, as you can guess, he turned on savage mode. He finished with 45 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, and he gave us the most intimidating image of his career. It was absolutely amazing. This is one of LeBron's most remembered performances, and in the end, Miami won the game. But not every memorable performance ends in such a positive way. I'll show you what I mean with a photo again. Number 11. This may have happened to LeBron, and it's sure to be one of the most memorable moments in his NBA career, but I think it was also one of the most memorable moments in the NBA. Cavaliers guard J.R. Smith, appearing to forget that the score was tied, dribbled the ball out instead of taking what could have been the game-winning shot. Wait. According to the information we have received, the odor of a particular plant of the cannabis family was smelled under the rim in that match. Yes. Now the reason is clear. JR, were you high, man? The sad part was that it was a pity for LeBron's unforgettable performance. My man scored a whopping 51 points. But do you think people remember LeBron's number 51 or his reaction to JR? I'm sure everyone knows the answer, huh? But don't worry, LeBron, you have memories that are much better remembered. Let's turn our microphones now to Jason Terry in number 10. Hey, Jason, you're still alive, right, buddy? Because someone named LeBron tried to destroy you. Jeez, just take a look at this dunk. Then a technical foul? It don't matter. Still crazy. This thunderous dunk was heard around the league, and everyone wanted to get their tweet in. Let's keep going. In number 9, we have a much more interesting moment. And this memorable LeBron moment was neither the points scored, the dunks he hit, nor the epic performance. Enter stage left, the headbandless LeBron. This unforgettable moment occurred in Game 6 of the 2013 Finals. Something about Game 6s, right? At the 9-minute mark in the fourth quarter, his headband came off and he didn't put it back on. This moment was so monumental that Twitter saw 107 parody accounts get created. Now, the game was such a critical game that I don't think LeBron was even aware that his headband came off. After losing the headband, James made 4 of his first 5 shots, including a three-pointer that kept the game alive and set up Allen for this. I get chills every time I see that clip. So that's all great, but there is one point we should not miss. The king did not become a king in a day. There was a lot of pain in the early years, which brings us to number 8. My man first took the Cavs and their city to the finals in the 2006-2007 season, but they were swept away by the seasoned Spurs in the finals. In other years, they were eliminated even before the playoffs in some years. Despite the team's struggles, LeBron was doing really well individually. He won the NBA MVP award in 2009 and 2010. I mean, he was the chosen one, but he needed the ring to prove himself. With the Cavs, he couldn't do that, yet. This gets us to number 7 on our list. Hoping for a better chance elsewhere, he went to the Heat in one of the most controversial departures in NBA history, but more on that later. What the Heat experienced in their first year was disastrous for LeBron. A European came before him and almost destroyed him. And this European guy found himself in James' historic NBA career. You all know his name. Ladies and gentlemen, Dirk Nowitzki. The Heat flirted with a championship in their first season with their Big Three, but were defeated by Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks in 6 games. This series is still in LeBron's mind. Even LeBron was asked, toughest moment of your career and how did you get through it? Here's how LeBron responded. Losing in the finals to Dallas after playing like shit. I hit the reset button, went back to the basics, worked on things in my game I needed to get better at so the defense couldn't just sit on one thing. Hours and hours and hours every day in the offseason on it. Came back, locked in. Damn, that's great. But, hey, LeBron, you really played like shit, buddy. Wait, I did my research. In the series, LeBron managed to score only 8 points in the 6th game of the series. Are we gonna keep talking about Game 6s? And James averaged 3 points per game in the 4th quarter of the series games. Averaged 3 points? Yikes. Sorry, JR, I may have just gone too far for you. LeBron's youth was no different than yours. However, it's not how hard you can hit someone, it's how many times you can stand up after being hit. That defines what's great. Some players just can't handle challenges, but LeBron's different. He looked adversity in the face and threw a knockout punch. Sometimes you learn more from failure than success, and James is a great example of this. my man pulled himself together and did what was necessary. Number 6. He was now climbing the GOAT mountain, and he deserved the title of king. How so? By winning his first championship. 2012 is for my man. It ended with his third NBA MVP award and his third appearance in the NBA Finals after an epic performance against the Boston Celtics in the 2012 Eastern Conference Finals. In the finals, he put up a huge performance against OKC. This dude averaged 28.6 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 7.4 assists per game to earn the first Finals MVP trophy of his career. If you ever wanted to know what true joy looks like, just look at this guy when the final buzzer went off. However, next on the list is even more important than the first championship in LeBron's career. Here's number 5. The year is 2015, and the Warriors just secured themselves as the best NBA team in history. Wait. You could say Jordan and his Bulls didn't exist in 2015, and I think you're right. Let's fix it and say one of the best teams in NBA history. Jordan fans, you okay with that? Sorry for that, Black Jesus. Great, let's continue. Yep, guys. Under Steph Curry, Golden State Warriors put up the greatest regular season record ever, with 73 wins and 9 losses. Therefore, the Warriors were the clear favorites heading into the finals. But they forgot the king. Not just any king, a king who was determined to bring a title to his hometown. LeBron and the Cavs found themselves down 1-3 in 2016 NBA Finals. A comeback of this magnitude has never been done in NBA history. But somehow, they accomplished the impossible and completed the insurmountable deficit. Definition of historical. So what was the highlight of this series? Wait. We'll get to that later. Next, we have to talk about what my man went through on his third team. Number 4. My man did what he did with the Cavs and Miami, bringing championships to both cities. But he wasn't done. He brought yet another championship to yet another city. This championship was a little different though. There were only 30 to 35 people watching the match from the live hall. Hey, my little friend watching this video. Once upon a time, there was a pandemic that brought the world to its knees, much like what LeBron did to everyone in the bubble. In the coming years, we will understand the pandemic championship much better, and we'll see the king in the Lakers jersey hoisting the trophy. Speaking of Lakers jerseys, what he did in a Lakers jersey in number 3 gave LeBron lovers yet another bullet in the chamber for the GOAT debate. Number 3. First of all, my man has many records in the NBA, but his recent all-time top scorer has made him a very different player. According to some, this was the record that put him ahead of Jordan. We won't get into that debate in this video. Let's just appreciate what the chosen one did during his 20 years in the league. The longevity, the dominance, just insane. Come on, Kareem, you can smile. That's better. Luckily, I had cable TV to watch most of those games. I also had TV when LeBron gave us number 2 on our list. Y'all remember? Number 2. On July 8, 2010, LeBron James changed the landscape of the NBA for years to come with a few simple words.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat.
However, this show pissed off the Cavs fans so much that they even burned LeBron jerseys. Sheesh. The problem at the time wasn't that he left. Everyone knew there was a pretty good chance he'd leave, and him ending up in Miami wasn't a surprise. What really made people hate him was just the whole "the decision" fiasco. If he'd just left, obviously some people still would have given him shit for it, but the whole nationally televised song and dance rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But man, no one can argue that he made up for his fiasco with the final moment on our historic list. But before we get to that, please take a second to dunk on that subscribe button. Like and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos. Alright, let's get to the finale. Number 1. MJ's shot in the Utah series and Kobe's incredible performance in the Celtics series will be remembered as years go by. Along with those, this will also be remembered for generations to come.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup.
the block heard around the world that brought a championship to his house, his city, his fans. Greatest block in NBA history, followed by one of the most cold-blooded shots I have ever seen over the unanimous MVP. What a hell of an ending. Do I need to say anything more? Thank you, King, for everything you've made us watch. You are certified redunculous. That's all for now, guys. Did we miss any moments? Do you agree with the list? Let us know in the comments.